The view from a college campus from some 2 feet off the ground. But this is not an artistic statement about college life. Rather, this is a view from the MelBot, the result of a computer engineering course at Camosun College, Victoria, BC. Essentially, the MelBot is a computer on wheels. The base system is a 1.6 GHz Intel Atom CPU attached to a mini ITX motherboard with 1 GB of RAM. There is no hard drive on this system. Instead, operating systems are booted directly from a USB flash drive, which can be plugged into the back of the motherboard. The wheels are connected to the motherboard by way of a parallel port. Control for the wheels is achieved by sending a pulse-width modulated waveform out of the parallel port, where it is received and interpreted by the motors. The entire system is powered by a rechargeable 12-volt battery that gives about an hour of runtime. The MelBot project goes something like this. Students are handed one of these pre-built robots and are then tasked with designing a Linux-based program to control the wheels. Part of the course requirement is that the students download and manually compile the Linux kernel, and then make a useful and bootable operating system by using the BusyBox runtime environment. But Clayton Singh, Tim Rollerson, and myself decided to go just a little bit further.
Well, we decided to use the Ubuntu server instead of the Linux kernel for a couple pretty good reasons. First being it already had all the programming libraries installed. Second being it made it incredibly easy to get the audio, wireless, and webcam working, thereby allowing us to make the MelBot controllable over the internet.
The wireless card is central for the operation of this robot. The card itself is a wireless G PCI card which is used to connect to a wireless router. The router provides a gateway to the internet, where the human interface comes into play. To control the MelBot, all you need is a web browser and an internet connection. This is the web page, which is essentially mission control for the MelBot. It allows the user to move forward, backward, left, and right, as well as select one of 10 songs to place through the speakers attached to the MelBot. And most importantly, one can see exactly where the robot is headed through the attached webcam. The technology used to create this website is something that most web programmers should already be familiar with: JavaScript, PHP, and the Apache web server. Now, everything starts in the web browser, where a user types commands into a text box. A JavaScript function grabs the keyboard input in essentially real time and passes it to a back-end PHP application. In PHP, the keyboard input is written to a file, where it is promptly received by the C-based program that controls the wheels. The best part? The entire process, including the web server itself, is all running directly on the MelBot. One of the best parts is that all of these startup programs and scripts have been configured to run at boot. So all one has to do is flip on the power to the MelBot and place it on the ground. Then approximately 1.5 minutes later, everything including the website, the camera, and the ability to play music is automatically loaded. When controlling anything through a web interface, security is a major concern, and the final feature that we implemented was a login script based on PHP and using a MySQL database. At the moment, the login script is limited to one user account, but because it is based off a scalable database solution, the program could easily be expanded to multiple accounts with custom permissions. Authenticated users also have the option to upload music directly through the MelBot using another web interface. At the moment, the MelBot supports playback of up to 10 MP3 files by sending the numbers 0 through 9 while in the drive interface. If a user gets bored with the current 10 songs, they can choose to upload songs from their own library and select which number will control it. The MelBot project has been a huge learning experience for me personally, and I hope for Tim and Clayton as well. The skills developed here are directly transferable to other projects that I may be tackling in the near future. And as for the MelBot hardware itself, I think with a bit of a camera upgrade, I could see the MelBot or something very similar to the MelBot becoming an invaluable tool for the iNet Media division as well. For iNet, this is Christopher, reporting.